welcome to another reviewer of the discussion about Prof Ed 6, which is what another inside of Prof Ed 6, which is the digital literacy, and we included here in the Philippines. So, okay, let's first talk or discuss what is a digital literacy explanation. Based on the information, the digital literacy in teaching profession said that is one of the core competencies of a 21st century teachers and also for the students. As a student or as a teacher, we should be able to become competent in terms of digital literacy. That's why as of now, we can see that the generation or the new and newest generation are very good in holding or fixing, even tackling, even understanding the function of the digital itself. That's why they are very literacy, as said that it's one of the core competencies of the 21st century, not even for teachers, but also for students. As a teacher, they must integrate the technology in ethical and effective in instruction. So based on that, it is not only of what we called AI, because when we talk about AI, it's also a help, it's also a tool that can be effective but should be used in ethical way. Okay, other than that, said that the professional education emphasis pedagogical, ethical, and learner-centered use of ICT or information and communication technology. Other than that, other than that, we also have an image of that. As you can see, person centered as a digital literacy should be information, data, and content. Should also know the data, information, and content, and also teaching, learning, a self-development through the use of the digital itself. More communicative, more collaborative, and more participative with the help of digital literacy and also digital identity, well being, safety, and security. When we talk about digital literacy, it's not about yourself or well being. As information or as additional information, the well-being is different from the digital identity itself. The personal identity is different from the digital identity. And same goes with our personal identity should be safety and secured. Same goes by with our digital identity. It should be also safe and secured. Also, technical proficiency in terms of digital, we are able to know the technicalities of digital, such as cell phones, such as laptops. That's why we are also called, or we are able to be called as a digital literacy or digital literate. And also, creation, innovation, and research. When we talk about digital, it's not only about creation, it also would involve the innovation and a deep research. Okay, other than that, we have another picture that says, as a digital literate, we are needed or we are included to become critically thinking in terms of informations that we get in the digital world. Next, we are internet safety. Next, we are digital plagiarism. Next, we are digital search skills. And lastly, we are online identity management or securing our self information and secure security and safety of our information. And when we talk about digital plagiarism, the information that we get should not be copy paste at all. It should be cited in order to use it in an ethical way. Next, internet safety is tackled or discusses about the different malwares. Yes, as we know, malwares, viruses, and should be needed to become safety or should be needed to block in order to become a safety way of internet or safety way in the digital literacy. Okay. Other than that, we have a digital search skills where as a digital illiterate person, we are able to search in a different way, unlike the generations. Okay. Okay, next from that, also included that the digital literacy is aligned in our subject. Why do you think? Because first of all, the educational technology, which is uses some digital tools for information such as like this, a PowerPoint presentation, Canva presentation. It can be media instruction that uses technology, therefore it can be undergo the digital literacy. Other than that, we have an assessment of learning such as online quizzes, Kahoot, and different more, even to the G forms that include the assessment that is using a digital phone that's under the digital literacy. Okay, e-portfolio that we are using such as coding a portfolio can be site or website itself portfolio in order to know the information and LMS or learning materials. Okay. Next is the facilitating learning centered teaching, which is blended and flexible learning. Why? As the 21st century began or started, they are facilitating the learner centered for teaching. Why? Because we are open in the digital world. We are able to search whatever we want. We can search the information whatever we like, and we can get the information in the digital world. And by that, we are need to have an assessment. We are need to have a critique. We are need to have an understanding of that information in order to understand more deeply and more accurately. Okay.